The RSLAF have come of age, and their peace-enforcing mission in Somalia is one that will see them fully propelled into adulthood. Historically, Sierra Leone is seen as a success story for the military, a case of liberal interventionism by the then Brigadier David Richards, which saved the country from 10 years of civil war. Since then, that success has continued under the watchful eye of British military trainers. And now, as our own armed forces shrink under defence cuts, this move from active operations to a more training role could continue. With the Army due to shrink by 20,000 personnel and the Royal Navy and RAF by 5,000 each, the post-2020 armed forces make large-scale operations like Afghanistan seem unsustainable in future.
Slow time, very slow time.
But Sierra Leone has shown how help could be given in other ways.
I think it's a way ahead. If we're not ourselves going to go on the ground in these countries, I can't see us going to Somalia, but we can help train the soldiers who are going there. And with our recent operation experience, we've got a lot to bring to the party and a lot we can help train people. Traditionally, the British Army has always been good at training out around the globe, and I think it probably is somewhere where we can add a lot of value in the future.
The idea of African nations dealing with their own problems is one that's been developing.
The Ugandans and the Burundians have been in Somalia for nearly 2 years now. The Kenyans are now in Somalia, and the Sierra Leoneans and other nations will join them. So I think it's a very well-founded principle, and it's quite right that African nations should be helping to sort out the problems of their own kind, their own nations in Africa. But they will inevitably require considerable support and assistance from other powers, UK, US and others.
Enemy forces, 1 killed.
The RSLAF themselves are keen to stand on their own 2 feet.
Don't give me fish, teach me how to get my own fish. So now we have got our own fish, so we are making use of it. They gave us the knowledge and we are passing it now to our own men. It's very good.
The Horton Academy is Sierra Leone's Shrivenham, a place where the future stars of RSLAF can develop their careers. IMATT personnel work here, but their role is reducing.
The instructors are very good. I can clearly see that they have instruction techniques, that the same ones that I'm using back home in Canada and here while I'm teaching. The RSLAF officers that are my colleagues, the other instructors, they're really good at what they do, and they can conduct teaching by their own.
Training is geared towards urban operations, the situations these officers may have to command.
The course has been interesting, of course challenging as well, but now that we are concluding, I think I really appreciate the course. It has made a big difference in us.
As a citizen of this country, it's my national responsibility to ensure that I render my personal service towards the peace and security of my nation. And it's as a result of that, having it on in my mind since I was a kid, which is why I'm a military officer as of now, and I never regret it.
There can be no doubt how much the RSLAF have improved over the last decade, but they still face problems. Weeks before their deployment and they're still waiting on bits of kit. But the RSLAF are confident.
We are supposed to get all our kits from the Akuta program. And mind you, we already have a company deployed in Sudan. Akuta has been the main sponsor, and equally for this battalion. So I don't think we have any problems with acquiring the rest of the kits.
We think whatever sector, because of the training and experience our men have, that sector will relatively become calm and quiet.
In Somalia, Al-Shabaab will be a fierce enemy, but a touch of British-inspired confidence makes these soldiers only more determined. Ali Gibson, Forces News, Freetown.